Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my next review. And today we're looking at Transformers Generation Selects G2 Megatron. And this is Earthrise Megatron repainted in the G2 colors, and it looks so cool. I ended up, luckily Big Bad Toy Store still had it in stock. So I grabbed him to go with my Laser Prime, the G2 Prime. And then now having G2 G-Axis, it just all goes together, it fits together. And then now the Speedia 500 collection is starting to show up in stores, and that's got G2 Road Ranger, I think his name is, or Road Rage, or something like that. No, not Road Rage. I think it's like Road Ranger. It's the motorcycle that's repainted from the Legacy RC with a different head. But enough about that. Pardon me. 1 second. Oh, there we go. But this looks good. So getting back to him, we'll take a look at our Generation Selects box, and this is our typical Generation Selects brown box. It was still part of the War for Cybertron trilogy, released along with Kingdom line, and I still have a couple of flies. I have traps and stuff up, so apparently some of them are pretty smart. And I apologize if one comes into the frame. It's always so hard to get rid of them, so easy to get them. But getting back to the box, nice thick Generation Selects box, Voyager class, Megatron, WFC, Generation Selects. Well, yeah. So here's the front of the box. Looks like a spray paint type of thing. Really like that. I think this is Cybertron rating, but I don't know what it translates to. So anybody who is good with the Cybertron rating, if you could comment what this says, that would be great, because it's on, I think, all of them. And I've never taken the time to look. I probably should just look that up, learn the Cybertron language or their hieroglyphs. This top of the box, War for Cybertron trilogy, we already saw that. This side we got our warning and a bunch of different other words and stuff. On this side you can see the rest of that, and nothing on the back. And then open it up, and there's where our figure set's at, and you can see nice little design on the inside. Yeah, you can see where our figure's at. So set that off to the side. We'll come down and take a look at our G2 Megatron. And just like the original, he is painted up in green and purple camo. Not really hiding in plain sight, is he? But the original was that color. Some nice details. I love that they got the G2 insignia, the Decepticon G2 insignia right here. Looks so cool. It's not on the other side, but the paint, really nice. I do really like the Earthrise design. I mean, it's more of a natural tank, well, not natural, more of an Earth mode tank, or is an Earth mode tank, whereas the Siege, excellent mold as well, is a stylized tank to essentially make you have the feeling of it being from off-world. So yeah, looks really nice. Love the color, love the throwback to G2. Even got all these little dots, which I think those are supposed to be markings for every kill. I could be wrong, but turret moves. Well, he rolls on his little tiny wheels at the bottom. Rolls very nicely. Here you can see the back, the front. We've already seen the sides, and here's the bottom. Got his head sticking out. Yeah, not too bad at all. Yeah, a little bit of orange in here. Looks good. I really do like it. I like it a lot. They did make, or a third party, fourth party company made an upgrade kit where I think a little bit more is closed off. I think it's set where these can like fold in completely. But and then it makes some changes to the robot mode. Great figure still, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of people did not like the Earthrise Megatron. I personally did. I like both the Siege and the Earthrise, but that's my personal opinion. And I think it was a good choice for this recolor for G2 Megatron. I think it works very well. So let us get into his transformation. Same as the Earthrise. And if you've seen my Earthrise and anybody else's Earthrise Megatron review, then you pretty much know. Oh, and I did not have that on all the way, so there, that's a little bit better. I did not have that plugged in all the way, but yeah, tightened up that gap. Everything looks better. So, but now we're gonna wiggle this out because you got 3 points of connection. You've got this post right here and these 2 slots, and the post is gonna go into that hole, and these are going to go into those 2 slots. So there's that. And you want to remove this piece in the back, and we can connect that. Well, move that up, and then we'll connect it just like this. And there's that. So we'll set that off to the side. Now what we want to do, we'll start with the legs. I'm gonna open these up just like that. Untab the legs, and then we're going to see if you can see what I'm doing here. We're gonna unfold it, bring it down, bring that back in, and rotate just like that, and then we'll flip out the heel. Make sure that the foot goes from this position to this position as well. So same thing here. Unfold it. You can kind of turn it and unfold it at the same time. Bring that back in. That, and then bring out the heel. And there's that all done. And we can rotate at the waist. And there's his legs all done. So now, I'm gonna untab. You can barely see what I'm doing. So untab here, and that's also going to help with tabs here that actually go into slots right there. Then bring that forward. So with that we can move these out of the way. Bring this down. It's just getting everything around everything else, really. I had this before, because I know we don't rotate it. Or am I having a problem here? Alright. One second. Alright. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, here we go. We kind of got to get it up out of the way enough to tab in the arms. And we can bring this down and back. And this is gonna tab in. You kind of heard it click, and then these will fold in. I want to bring his head up go. And now the last little bits. Spin his fusion cannon around. Bring out his hands. Bring out his hands. And there we go. And there we have G2 Megatron. And he's not bad. Doesn't look exactly like the original G2 toy, which is fine, but the upgrade kit that I was talking about actually has add-ons where it'll give that chest that it actually had. Make sure everything's plugged in nice and tight. There we go. Because on the original, the front of the tank was his chest. So the add-on kit that I don't know what company did it. I know I've seen it, but it gives it that tank front jutting out. So you could do that. Personally, I don't mind this. I kind of look at it as G2 Megatron updated or upgraded. You know, it works. It still works. It looks like a great G2 Megatron, in my personal opinion. Articulation, just like with the original. Head is on a ball joint. Turn all the way around. You can look up that far, down, not so far. Arms out that far. Full 360. We have rotation here just above the elbow. We have just slightly over 90 on the elbow and nothing at the wrist. We do have waist. Legs kick out that far, kick back that far. Full Van Damme. We have thigh, and we have around 90 for the knee. And then the feet got about that much ankle pivot and can get a little bit back and forth due to transformation. So yeah. Of course, he's got his fusion cannon. Could also give him this. Plug it on. You could have it as a sword. Can turn it around. It could be another arm-mounted gun. Can also take this and you could plug it in. Of course, you got to get it in a right position, or put it up here. There's a little one right there. It kind of works. I mean, personally, what I generally do is I just leave it plugged on this, and this is set off to the side somewhere when he's in robot mode. I know a lot of people don't like some of the parts forming, but honestly, if you think about it, if there was not a little bit of parts forming, people would be really mad with how off the robot mode is, or how off the vehicle mode is. You know, it doesn't look right. This is too short. This shouldn't be in this spot. Blah, 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 blah. The usual moaning and complaining about parts forming. Get over it. Honestly. Parts forming has been around since G1. Yeah, third-party companies have been able to do some stuff without parts forming. For one, look at the price of those figures because of the engineering into it. You know, some want to think that the size classes are all about their height. It's not just that. It also has to do with the engineering for that figure. Core class, very basic engineering. Small, little guys. They all work. I like them. They work very nicely. Some of the deluxe is excellent engineering. Then we get into figures, you know, where the engineering is top notch for their height, and that's Cyclonus and G-Axis. Two of the best engineered figures we have gotten in the last few years. Like, they are top. They are the best engineered figures that we have gotten officially in the main line. So, yeah. But oh, forgot to take a look at that head though. So yeah, very good G2 head. You know, definitely in the colors, the way it looked in with the G2 toy. You know, the orange eyes, that big old monobrow. You know, Megatron. So yeah, so I think that will be it for me on this figure. Pretty good figure. I don't know where he's still available. I know I was lucky enough to find him on Big Bad Toy Store at the time. Last I looked, they are sold out now. But yeah, so there is Generation Selects G2 Megatron. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.